I want to make this video today of why the cars are so important to this country. And I think there's a lot of naysayers, you know, how the cars are hurting it. I don't believe it. I'm super passionate about cars, and I hope you are too. Well, I always talk about why the cars built the country. And as I started to think about it, cars are in every aspect of our lives. The roads, the infrastructure, it's changed. It's changed it all. I mean, you can start with the very basics. The car manufacturers, they've created lives, a generation of work for people. They've made, you know, careers. I mean, they kind of, you know, talk about Henry Ford, complete 30 and out. You know, that's probably where a lot of that came from. They worked 30 years in the factory and they're out. I mean, that's just the start of it. You know, you got people that just make parts, manufacture parts for cars, both OEM and performance. I mean, there's a ton of money in performance parts. There's just a whole nother business. Like I said, we're going to go over, check on a car, mechanic, you know, servicing cars, mechanics, shops. It's all for the car business. I don't think you can go into a town and there not be a mechanic. You know, or a business. From the manufacturing to the infrastructure to the amount of money that the states collect for all of it, for the licensing and running the cars, and the DMV, right? I mean, that they're in business, you know, licensing agency, whatever they call them. It's all about the cars. Yes, I did kind of look up some things about the car industry and what it's helped. Do you know there probably wouldn't be fast food? It's because you're on the go. They created, I mean, look at the fast food industry. That's because there's cars. I mean, as I started to think about it, it's in everything. I mean, yes, I've lived it. It's been my life, but I can't see it any other way. They're still making new roads. They're still rehabbing roads. Cars for entertainment. Car racing has been around since the beginning of time. And entertainment as in, like, to go watch it, it's awesome. To do it, it's even more fun, you know, to race cars. But I mean, they do so many different kinds of racing, rallies, you know, drag racing, circle track, dirt, hill climbs. What do they call that now? Drifting or sliding, right? I mean, there's a ton of entertainment. One of the things I love to do is go to the Cars and Coffee. It's kind of the modern day, you know, car shows. The concept's awesome. Being in Sarasota, you know, they have a great one. I remember 5, 6, 7 years ago, we would go to it, and it was a smaller show. It started smaller. It was actually at the Porsche dealership. And I mean, if it was kind of a cloudy day or whatever, I mean, they'd be lucky if there was 40 cars. And it has since really grown. Now they do it in another location, and if there's not 500 cars there now, be surprised. There's probably 700 cars that go. It's completely it's growing, and it's continuing to grow. Those car shows are very promising to see a lot of the younger. There's a lot of young enthusiasts. I was concerned that maybe it was going away, but that stuff like that, there's a lot of younger crowd. I mean, all the way through older guys, women too, into the cars. It does help. It does help the classics, the exotics. Get the cars out, use them, have fun. Why do I bring this up? It is freedom, 100%, especially when you're young, living in your parents' house. It's all absolute freedom. I mean, the car represents way more than that, but like, tell me this, what does your life look like without cars? Tell me a life that looks like that without cars. What is that? That's my point. It's in our lives in so many different ways. From creating jobs to transportation, infrastructure, lives, generations, characters, entertainment, fun, hobby. It's everything. It's a big part of our lives, and that's why I believe it built this country. I can't even imagine without it. I mean, I think you're going backwards. Cars that are driving themselves and all that takes away the freedom and the fun. And it's not even about trusting a car driving you around, or you do get my point. It's in every aspect of our lives. A couple of the reasons for the channel, obviously, is to show you the hobby. It's fun. We do live in a car culture. It's, especially if you take out the business part of it and all that, it's super fun. It's enjoyable. I mean, just even the drives, just driving.